Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den. Today we're going to take a look at an interesting little side-scroller fighting MMORPG called Chronoblade. It's in beta right now, but it's more an open beta. You play it directly in Facebook. It's kind of cool. Now don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube, follow me on Twitch TV and Twitter for the latest updates on this and all the MMO Den games. So let's get started. So as you can see, I have my character Auroch. It's one of those games because it's a fighting game, you kind of just get your characters. You don't really character create them. You start out with Auroch. Now you see over here they've got other options for more characters. You can see you've got this one which is coming soon, this one which is also coming soon, and this one which unlocks after you defeat Chapter 1. So you kind of go through the process and go through all of the different instances, defeat them, defeat Chapter 1, and you will get this character and you'll have multiple options. You see you've got a bunch of different stuff here at the top. It shows your weapon. My weapon is at 94%, which is basically pretty good. Basically, you get weapons pretty fast, so I haven't really had to repair anything yet. Then you have these tournament play tokens. We'll get into that. Then you have gold, and then you have crystals. So let's get out of here. We're going to go ahead and select. Yep, we're going to use Auroch because he's the only character we have. That takes us right to our map. And you can see in our map we've got a bunch of different options here, and you can see that some of these options show 1 star, 3 stars, or no stars. And the reason that is because each of these has a difficulty option. So you can go back through them as you level up and do the harder difficulty and then get a 2nd star, and then do the really hard difficulty and get a 3rd star. And it does really ramp up as you go through these. Now you can see on the right hand side when I highlight over this, it shows who the boss is at the end and what the potential drops are from that boss. So it becomes really advantageous for you to take and do the higher levels because you're going to get those higher level drops off of those bosses. And you can see right here, defeat level to unlock. There you go. So once I get through the rest of these, which looks like about 3 more, y'all get to here and I'll be able to unlock Lofi. But let's look at some of the other options that we have here. So we have our inventory. Let's go in there because I think I got some new stuff that I want to go ahead and use. Now I did get this improved Knuckles, but as you can see when I highlight over it, you look to the left, you can see stat changes. It does increase my health by 18, but it reduces my combat power, and I don't really want to do that right now. This right here will do nothing but decrease my armor. This right here will actually increase my armor, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that on. And then these right here, let's see, they're going to give me more energy and more armor, so I'm going to throw on these Kiltling. Let's see, and as you may have noticed, it did change the look, and that's one of the things I really do like about the game, is there are a lot of gear options, and they do change the look of your character. Now one thing you really want to pay attention to is clearing out your inventory because it can get full. And you do pick up a lot of junk along the way, but this is very important because it does help you ramp up your gold amount. And a lot of times when you take and you die at the end, or you die on a boss or whatever, it's pretty expensive to actually take and get more health potions or the different things out of the store. We can go to the store right now, and you see here you can get different things, including gear if you want, for a certain amount of gold. You can also get gear for the crystals, and so you can get either or. So it does have options for both. It looks like it should have more options. It really is limited in the gear that you can get in here, and as you notice, most of it is actually for the crystals, which does make it look like a little bit pay to win. So I do have a little bit of concern there. I'm hoping as the game progresses more towards its release that we'll see a different structure there, and more of these items will show up that are just able to be purchased with gold. Now you do also have items like we talked about. We do have these health potions. You can see they're pretty expensive to pick up these health potions, and you don't get a lot of gold right out of the gate, so you want to make sure that you have some of these. So I'm actually going to take and spend 1,250 gold, and there we go. So you don't have boosts yet, and then we have featured items, which you can see you can get some randomized chest type of things that double click to open, and it gives enhanced equipment. And then you've got these really high ones that give purple equipment. So they do have some options here where you could take and kind of do the randomization. Now there are skill trees with your character as well, and every time you level up you're going to get a certain number of points, and you can kind of choose which direction you want to go. One thing that I highly recommend is this Berserker one right here. This really does a lot. You get a bunch of enemies around you, you use that, it makes you even more powerful, and then you can take and you can do a lot of damage to those enemies. Now I actually went with this one first, and I wish I would have gone over here with Tornado. Even though the damage is different, you see the damage here is 750, the damage here is 300. This does damage to everything around you, whereas this does damage to everything in a line. Well, you know, it's a lot easier to hit everything around you than it is to hit everything in a line. But either way, let's get you guys into a map and show you what the game has to offer as far as combat is concerned. So when you get in here, every single map has a little bit of storyline behind it that you're going to go through and be able to read, hit enter, and it goes back and forth between a couple of different characters and stuff like that. So you guys can read that. But once you get in here, you see, okay, you've got a quest. You're going to collect these heads. That's going to get you this bonus and also this item here as well. You can also take and you can add to your arsenal. So I can take and pick up different potions or meta packs right here, so I don't necessarily have to go to the store. You can also add your skills and things like that by going to your skill tree if you don't have your skills set up. Now you see you've got normal, hard, and heroic. Well, right now you've got to do normal so we can unlock hard and heroic. The game's commands are pretty simple. You use the arrow keys to move back and forth, up and down. It's a side scroller like I told you, and then you basically use AS and D to do your different combos, and then QWE to do your skills, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 to utilize your different, you know, potions, medikits, all of that different stuff that you're going to go ahead and use when you're in combat or low on health or low on mana or all things of that nature. So here we go. Know your hazards. The one really cool thing that I think you guys will like is, of course, there are breakable environments. So let's get through this. There are breakable environmental things which are very important. I highly recommend you break them all because they do drop things such as gold. But then you want to get into this, and the big thing that you want to get into is get as many combos as you can. And you see that the enemies are really stacking up around me. Oh, our combo ran out there. Let's see. So this is the skill I was talking about. Now we went ahead and you see my guy turns purple and really powers up. And then I start just beating the crap out of everything. And you have a bunch of different skills. We can kick. We can take and do this skill, which does a big smash at the end. Or we can just pound our main attack, which does a nice flying slam into the ground. And we'll go ahead and we'll take out the rest of these guys with one of our, pick up all this stuff. There's some of our heads. Oh, see, I was trying to get fancy and I got smacked. Now, of course, at the end of each of these, we will take and we will get a score at the end. So you do want to take and you want to land as many combos as you can. You want to take and make sure you take as little damage as possible, because, of course, at the end, that means that you're going to get the nice bonuses. And the bigger your score at the end. So let's go ahead and utilize this, give you guys a look at that skill. And that will determine how good a potential gear you get at the end. The higher your the higher your actual score is at the end, because it does the A rating and all that stuff. So we can power that up. We've got a level up there. So it's really cool once you get used to what the different combos are. It's kind of fun to play with them. You won't use them a ton. You use them more in the harder levels. These levels is kind of just a smash DPS race as far as killing everything as they come out of their little portals and stuff. But you can see the different environments look really cool, and at the end of every stage you get that little cut scene, which is basically your final scene, changes camera angles. And really gives you some neat looking stuff when you get to the end of each of the little stages inside these levels. So here we go. All these guys are coming out. So we're gonna use that, kind of stun them a little bit. And smash those guys down. And this is gonna probably just keep spawning guys for a little while. Now the other thing that I mentioned to you is there are those tournament tokens. So those tournament tokens, what they do is they send you to an area that just sends wave after wave after wave of monsters at you, and you're trying to get the highest score. And what that is it's basically you challenging other players to see who can get the highest score, and whoever gets the highest score ends up on the leaderboard. And you also get little bonuses and stuff like that as well for getting the highest score. So it's worth it to use your tournament tokens, and those regenerate every single day. So even if you fail, it's great practice as well, because they do get really difficult, and you also need to really control where your guy is. Like you can't, basically they have these walls that actually damage you on either side. Like you saw right there, I got that wall ended up moving. But in the tournament section, which we'll go into after this, in the tournament section, if I go too far and I hit that wall, I will actually take damage. You saw that there was a green barrel right there. I hit it and I actually got really large. What that is it actually gives me like a poison attack. So it makes all my attacks poison, and I do more damage to everything that I'm attacking. So when you see those, you kind of want to pay attention. I didn't pay attention as much as I should have. You want to really use those strategically. Oh, get ourselves smacked down here. You see that is a much more powerful attack that I'm using right now. You see it does a lot more damage. Now here come the twin bosses. Occasionally it does this to you. It seems to be a little bit repetitive when it comes to these bosses. Like the last grouping of bosses were spiders, and now these are kind of these troll guys. And the last one had twins, and now this one has twins. Kind of an interesting thing. So we're going to use our other skill. Oh, and I totally wasted it. I totally screwed that up. They're smacking the crap out of me. See, try to get fancy. See, I tried to time that, and it didn't work either. Same there. So use that skill, get out of the way. And then we gotta play this a little smarter now. What I mean by smarter is get hit more. And you can see their health is up at the top there. So if you time this stuff right, you could just wait until they're basically done. So we took him out. Now you just need to take his buddy out without dying. Let's see, now I'm down to 19 health. So he's almost dead. So I can do one of two things. I can use one of my potions, but as you guys know, those are very expensive. Or I can just kind of take and wait until he's in just the right spot and charge in for the kill, save myself that health potion, and there we go. But you can only imagine how much more difficult the hard and the actual more difficult levels, or the heroic get. Now you can see there is a weapon there, so I'm going to go pick that up. Lowland Fists of Chaos. Now, I did get an A, and I did get a new high score. Now, like I said, as you get kind of better, you get more skills. I did level up, so you see I'm going to be able to take and do another skill. One thing that's really cool is it takes a little screenshot of your final blow, so you can share that with your friends on Facebook. Kind of neat. Let me scroll. Let me go ahead and do that. Oh, totally crashed the game. Let's get back in there. So, unfortunately, I don't even know what I clicked on to get me out of there. I must have accidentally clicked on something. Yes, continue my journey. So there we go. Let's go back to our inventory. There we go. So we're back in the game. That didn't take too long. So, kind of an interesting little glitch there. So I did complete the quest. Now I got some new knives, which I did also get at the end. So let's go to my inventory real quick. I got these, which give a plus 30 to combat power. And these, which give a plus 6 to combat power. So we're definitely equipping these. Let's see how they change on my character. Not too much of a change, but still a little bit of an interesting change. So let's get rid of these. And let's see what else we got here. What about these boots? Are they any better? Nope. And what about this thing? Nope, that's not better. And that's not better either. So we got a bunch of crap to sell here. A whole bunch of moldy boots we can get rid of. Get rid of all this stuff. And let's go ahead and slide that over there because I like an organized inventory. We do have some sticky bombs as well, which are pretty fun to play with. But now we can go to our skills, and you see I leveled up, so I got 2 points. So I'm going to take and drop those 2 points into there. And you see all these skills as you move down the tree. They open up once you reach a certain, like these over here. Ringing Blades increases Oric's chance to hit critically with all attacks. It's not a bad one to throw points into. This one, any critical attack your character causes bleeding effect on the target. So you see all of this line is kind of more passive type abilities, even though this, or actually let me rephrase that. The circular ones are passive type abilities, the squares are actual interactive that you have to actually use. So, and you can assign these as well because they're essentially traits. So I'm going to take and probably put some points in there after I finish this out. So basically I need one more level. So we did save it. Now we can also go to the tournament. Let's show you guys that. So you see, here's the different tournament and all these different things. So let's go ahead and we can spend one by hitting play right there. And getting into the tournament. Now basically, like I said, you want to see what your best score could possibly be. And this can go on infinitely. You could basically just sit in here and just keep wailing on these guys. And the more you play with your different skills and stuff like that, the better you're going to be able to utilize your different combos. You can see right here, you can see, if you scroll down, you can see what the leaderboard is, but you can also see your combos, your level 1, your level 2, your level 3, all the different combos when you get them, what the keys are, and all that stuff. You see at level 8, you get space pace, and then S, there is jumping attacks and stuff like that. So you want to take and you definitely want to play with those. So as you level up, definitely learn your different combos. They are very, very worthwhile. So here are those walls I told you about. If you hit these walls, you actually take damage. So the more you can keep the monsters or the enemies and stuff like that that comes at you to the center of the ring, so to say, the better off you're going to do. Watch out for the bombs. There's those sticky bombs. Oh, so you just kicked me in the face. So we're going to take and we're going to let him throw out his sticky bombs, move around here. And you there, that time we actually utilized our... and there we go, I ran right into the wall. Like a dipshit. So, let's see what we can do here as far as damaging these guys. Oh, kick to the face again. So basically you kind of want to hit and get out of there and let them blow themselves up. And the get out of there part I don't seem to have down quite yet. And you can kick them into the wall. They will take more damage if you take and you kick them into the wall too. So keep that in mind. I'm going to totally fail at this. Let's go ahead and throw them to the ground. See, as I kick them into the wall, they actually take damage. Get away, get away, get away! Down to 141. Now see, you can take and like I said, you can actually take and if you want to, you can use potions and stuff like that anywhere in the game. But I don't really want to use a potion in here. There we go, put him into the wall. See if we can take all these guys out at once. There we go. And you see you get bonuses there, multi-kills and stuff like that. And it really helps your combos if you utilize that stuff to your advantage. To try and get these guys all together, like I'm about to do right now. Whirlwind the crap out of them. Oh, kick to the face. I died. But you can basically, you see it because I've got 3 coins I can take and I can either skip this, I can revive. Remember I was telling you it's very expensive to revive. I'm actually going to skip this and get out of this because, oh well, I didn't make it to the 6,200 score, but I'm still kind of a noob. So, but it is kind of challenging. See how long you can last in those areas. As you see, I got a new high score, but I still got a C, which is crap. C for crap, that's what that is. But either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's trip inside the den. Once again, don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. Also, please comment and like these videos, as I really do appreciate that feedback. If you'd like to play or learn more about Chronoblade, you can see the full game profile at MMOden.com or just click the link in the description. Alright guys, till next time, thanks for watching.